Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Benzi's Chaz NWA Power Reviews, and this time we've got not only the finals, we're finally at the finals now, the Colons versus Immortals, and we've also got a title match. This title match is kicking off the show, so that's something pretty unprecedented from my knowledge as a wrestling fan, but it has a unique, credible feel, really highlights the USP of the NWA. In a world of WWE, the belt remains on a member of the club, or in TNA, the belt has to be held by someone outside the company. Yeah, this is something that really holds gravitas, and this is more exciting to me, at least, more loyal to the fan base. This is NWA, and we're kicking off with a great match, triple threat match. And I have to apologize, last video I was talking about how Colby Corino has much potential as he's shown. He seems to be leapfrogging a few figures, Carson Drake, Brian Idol, Thrill Billy, a few others. However, there was a Jack Stain Memorial Tournament. He was the winner of that tournament, and that's what got him the spot in the triple threat for the belt. So apologies there, I totally missed that one. And it's Latimer, Tom Latimer, the champion. Apparently, if he wins this match, he's going to go on a European tour, so that'd be awesome. It'd be good to get out and see him. Hopefully he does the UK. I'd imagine so, him being from here, that would make sense. So yeah, looking forward to this bad boy. And yeah, they've got a lot to prove there, Colby Corino, but he's certainly no fop doodle. The Prince of Old School, he really puts himself out there in this match. He starts off, he has shades of Christopher Daniels versus Styles and Joe, those classic, probably doesn't even cover it. I'll say it again, classic triple threat matches that those guys had. Yeah, they're really killing it. Not just the three combatants in the ring, but Colby Corino really does shine. Yeah, he takes a good hiding off them both, comes back into the ring, and double crossbody takes them both out. And then Rhino, reverse, inverted atomic drop. Rhino gets a little hardcore then, taking Colby to the outside. This is after Latimer seems to be getting the better of both of them. But then, as I say, Colby, when he comes back in, mixes things up. There's the thing. I mean, if you're a champion, you're used to the one-on-one matches. This dynamic is not exactly something that you're doing on the daily. So, yeah, throws you a curveball, but you've got to roll with the punches when you're the champion. You know you've got to take all on-comers, and he's done a great job of that so far. But you've got two hardcore guys, and because of the hardcore history of Mr. Corino's dad, the hardcore history of course, Rhino, they're kind of more over with the crowd, to be honest. But yeah, Latimer is a good one at reading the room. He's doing the fist bumps on the way to the ring, but he's getting a little bit of disrespect from the fans, so he's giving some back during the match when he's giving him both a good hiding. And Corino, again, as I say, some great spots from him. Does the roll through and the stomp on both guys. Only a 1 count from each. And Rhino, great suplex from the top. Colby then rolls back in the ring, picks up the pieces. We see a Colby Frankensteiner from the top on the champ, no less. And 2 super kicks to Rhino. Rhino reverses, he gets the gore in, and then Latimer's turn this time to pick up the pieces back in the ring. And 1, 2, 3, hits that Fade to Darkness move of his. And yeah, he remains the champion. Great match, high octane. Yeah, really love that one. And in between we had a promo, Murdoch and Knox. They were talking about how, despite the fact they were the champions, they was always told to make a spot for themselves. I suppose they just wanted to do that real name, no gimmicks type of thing. I think there was some god-awful rapper back in the day that had that. Again, you know I'm no fan of rap, had that shtick. But yeah, they're really here long term, and for me they are the embodiment of the NWA, as I've said before. Just no straight up fighting, hard style. Yeah, no don't need no catchphrase, don't need any stylish ring gear. Just yeah, brawl, fight, all the hits. And yeah, so they were really PO'd, I guess, at the fact that the higher ups was telling them to make a spot for themselves. And this time they said they've got rid of the dead weight, and I like the way they've carried that on. There's some justification there. Take note, TNA. Although I will, I'll hold my hand up there. I believe they're doing good things with Danny Luna at the minute, but yeah, we'll wait and see if that angle is dropped. As I said before, TNA, yeah, they drop angles like a math teacher doing a freestyle, but let's see if they can keep that up. WWE, I don't know where they go between the panning to the crowd for the celebrities and just members of the club holding the belt. Yeah, I don't know. But horses for courses. Some people may like that kind of stuff, not me. So Latimer, still champion, still a fighting champion. And then we move on and we see before the main event, again, just 2 matches like there was last time on NWA Power. But this one, I guess it focuses on the Crockett Cup. You can't critique NWA for detracting, for having anything else going on, for being too convoluted. It has been full emphasis on the Crockett Cup, even with the heavyweight title match in there. So more bang for your buck, and definitely the main aim has been to get the fans to realise the importance of the Crockett Cup, and so many great tag teams there. As I said, I was wrong. Team Exodus Pro, who then cut a promo, the Holy Grail. They're known as a collective. They don't just want the Crockett Cup. They don't just want the tag team belts. They want the whole company. So let's see where they're going from here. Good to see there's some continuity there. They're carrying on. Yeah, some big fallouts from the Crockett Cup also. You've got Talos and Daisy Kill. We want to see where they go from there. I think Mike Mondo and Slade, they'll definitely come again. They were a great team. I think the way they've gelled, as I said, they've got a lot of potential down the line. So let's see how much more they can fuse both of their styles, and let's see if they can go to the top one day. I don't see any reason why not. They've got a hell of a lot of potential. But as for the main event, this Odinson, Kratos against Primo and Epico, the Colons versus the Immortals, and Odinson dominates bigly early on. He's honing some of that Hulk from the Road Warriors with some nice spinneroonie back elbows, and from the top no less, until he gets planted onto the ropes. And yeah, Epico, he was looking pretty dominant there, but Epico not only slides through with the Jeff Jarrett style, he makes the tag on the way through the ropes. Beautiful, seamless tag team work from them. And Odinson's taking a bit of a beat down. He gets the straight jacket submission locked in. And yeah, Kratos is looking on. He can only look on. Odinson manages to get a desperation slam for a 2 count. But then no break from Primo against the Brainbuster. We see a couple more quick tags. And yeah, Odie Boy's getting bumped bigly by a formidable tag team, the Colons. And it's looking less and less likely that the Cup's going back to Valhalla. But then we see he manages desperation move again, somehow gets the tag to Kratos. Kratos cleaning house, and the referee's giving him some leeway. Seeing both guys getting attacked in the corner, and then Primo gets a little bit overzealous, runs in there, and then we see him caught by Kratos. He's put in that familiar position that no member of a tag team wants to be in. The Immortals land their finishing move. 1, 2, 3, Crockett Cup champions. And that was a really good one. I enjoyed that match. I think the best match was probably the Southern Six versus Exodus Pro, the match of the tournament. What a match that was. This was also a great match. I'd probably say this was top 3 out of the tournament. A lot of action there, fast pace, and it could have gone either way at any time. And yeah, as I say, looking forward to the fallout from this. Looking forward to seeing more from Colby Corino. He really proved himself there. Certainly no fop doodle, and certainly want to definitely come out of his dad's shadow. He has got a bright future, no doubt. Also looking forward to seeing Brian Idol, and give Brian Idol some time in the sun. I know I've been a little critical perhaps of NWA, where they've not really put the focus on him, but put more of the focus on the man who actually lost the match. And yeah, let's see some more of Kenzie Page and her rivalry with the by the book, the man himself, Kazano. And yeah, let's see where they go from there. I think I think Southern Country are the good guys in my book. I mean, if they come to my town, like Latimer's saying he's going to be defending his title over Europe, I hope he brings the whole of NWA with him. I'm going to be cheering them guys on. Their faces in my book. And yeah, let's see where they go from that. I wouldn't mind seeing Tyler Franks jump ship there, because none of them team are getting any big appreciation. Although Hunter dropped the ball, I guess, against with his interference in the Natalia Markova and Kylie Page match. But you know, Tommy Henry, sorry, he's kind of sat there and done nothing. Tyler Franks actually, you know, he could well. It looked like Joe Kazana was trying to get him on board with the old country boys there, but he stayed loyal. Yeah, I don't know. He's not getting a lot of appreciation for that. And also, let's see if Kenzie Page, surely she's got to defend her title at some point. Markova's got to be in that number 1 spot. That'll be another great match. So yeah, looking forward to it. Crockett Cup, guys, and yeah, congratulations to Odinson. Congratulations to Kratos, the Immortals, Crockett Cup 2025 champions.